I once had someone ask, "How do you ride colts out of the round pen?" I simply thought to myself, well, I just open the gate and ride. Now if the question was asked differently, as in, when do you know that a colt is ready to be rode out on the trails or on the ranch? Well now, that's a completely different question to be asked. You see, when I'm riding a colt, I ride by feel, and through that feel, I know when the horse is ready and soft enough to be rode out of a pen or arena. That's usually only after a couple of rides in either a pen or the arena. Horses weren't meant to be penned up with walls around them. If you keep them within those walls for too long, they get too confined and don't want to move out. It's necessary to take them out and allow them to find the forward movement. With colts, it's important to show them everything that they are going to see in their entire life in the first 30 days under saddle. If this is accomplished, then their life will be much easier for their owner down the road. The reason for doing this is because in the first 30 days, everything is so new to them that they take it in stride and it just becomes what they know. However, if a horse is mainly rode in an arena the first few months under saddle, that is what they'll be used to and settle into. All of a sudden, the outside world that was so common before being rode is full of saber-toothed chipmunks and boulders with boogeymen looking out at them. It's a scary place to be. Back to the question of when they're able to be rode out of a starting pen successfully. Well, that is a matter of getting control of their mind through their feet. Ray Hunt and Tom Mowry say this repeatedly. The answer to the horse's mind is in his feet. And it is. Whether it is a troubled horse or a colt being started, the answer is in its feet. Now, how does that work? Well, let's take a look at a wild horse herd. If you haven't ever been able to watch a herd in the wild, I truly feel sorry for you. There is a lead horse that the herd looks to for leadership and protection over them. It is a lot of mental work for a horse to think about where they are and if it's safe to drop their head down to grab a bite of that luscious grass. However, with a lead horse watching over them, they know that they are safe to do so. Essentially, the lead horse has told the other horses where they are ranked within the herd and therefore where to stand. With telling them where to stand, they have told them where it is okay to put their feet. When you can be the one to tell them where to put their feet and they can trust you to do so, then you become the leader. By moving their feet in certain ways on the ground or from the saddle, you will mentally tire the horse out in about 5 minutes. A mule or wild horse, about 15 minutes. Mules and wild horses just have more self-preservation than domesticated breeds is all. You can't make them do anything. Instead, you have to work with them to create or find a common goal. You can set them up in a way where they choose to accept what you're asking of them, but it has to be their choice. You may have to ask them 99 different questions before they get the answer right. However, in the horse's mind, they were right the first 98. We will never know exactly what the horse is thinking, but we can help their thought process. By asking different questions in different orders, we will help them to try and figure it out. When you can increase the try in a horse, that's when things start to get pretty neat, and you can work together to figure out the answers. That's when you know that you have a true partnership with your horse.